I would think 2024 could be it for Skip Bayless, but I'm not sure if FS1 feels like it has a better option, and they're so all in. It's no different than the conversation we were having about Dion. The ratings are so bad for Skip Bayless and Undisputed. I think Awful Announcing and my guy Mike McCarthy over at Front Office Sports have been writing about how bad Undisputed's been getting slaughtered in the ratings. I think in the 2, 3, 4 week stretch, First Take is getting 5 times the ratings as Undisputed. First Take's averaging like 500 some odd thousand, and Undisputed 105,000, which is raising questions. Could 2024 be the final year for Skip Bayless? Do you see that happening, perhaps?
Look, this is a production-based, not business, but world. And I just wondered to draw the analogy. So is Skip Bayless Bill Belichick, while Shannon, ironically, is Tom Brady in terms of their split? And, you know, it's interesting. I still watch clips of Undisputed, specifically the segments with Michael Irvin. The other stuff I really don't care about. And Jason, I think there's a problem with that particular show, the way it's constructed. There's too many hosts. I think less is more. I'm not really interested in what Richard Sherman or Keyshawn Johnson have to say all that much, nothing against them. And I know that Michael Irvin may not be available 5 days a week. But Skip Bayless, and I think we talked about this a couple months ago as they trotted out this new and improved lineup, Skip Bayless has basically become almost an outsider on his own show. I mean, when they're doing the four-way discussion on the desk, Skip, for large segments, says nothing. And then once a week, he praises Deion Sanders to show everyone that he's not racist. And I'm like, okay, that got old. Or he says something else that basically the subtext is, hey, guys, I really like you guys. I'm down. And it's like, oh, okay. And so it just doesn't work. And by the way, Jason, he's had a long, illustrious career. Eventually, all things do come to an end.
Yeah, I don't think it's about the debate partners as much as I don't think Skip was able to evolve past debate and a character. You know, he still takes this debate thing very, very seriously. And we're now in a new era of conversation. People are tired of the debate thing because, one, they think it's fraudulent. Like, do they really believe, or did they just take opposite sides? And so, yes, the ratings have backed up since Shannon Sharpe left, but the ratings weren't great when Shannon Sharpe was there. That's the truth. What has been significant, though, is Shannon Sharpe going to ESPN and the rise that has taken place with First Take when Shannon Sharpe's on the air. So I'm not trying to knock Shannon Sharpe. He has an impact. But I think there was always a ceiling on Skip Bayless when he moved over to FS1. And Shannon just actually lowered the ceiling by crushing him over the Damar Hamlin situation, and then, you know, basically getting him in the racial crosshairs where Skip is now groveling and pretending to be best friends with Lil Wayne and other rappers. And it all just screams inauthentic. And I think what has happened here in the YouTube space, there's more authenticity, there's more grittiness and rawness, and that's people are bringing those expectations. And you got a 70-year-old guy sitting on TV acting like he's best friends with Lil Wayne, and, you know, as soon as I get off air, I'm gonna go smoke some chronic with Lil Wayne. No one's buying it. And you know, him with the gold chain, it's a gimmick that people aren't buying. And so, yeah, I would think 2024 could be it for Skip Bayless, but I'm not sure if FS1 feels like it has a better option, and they're so all in. It's no different than the conversation we were having about Deion. Colorado's so all in on Deion Sanders that they'll never admit that it's going to take a lot for them to admit like he ain't the guy. And I think the same thing is true at FS1 as it relates to Skip Bayless. It's going to take even more for them to acknowledge like, hey, this 70-year-old guy we're trying to pass off as if he's still moving the needle. I don't think they're gonna acknowledge or come off that.
Yeah. So, look, as little as I watch ESPN outside of certain live events, I watch FS1 even less. I mean, that's the reality. And there has been a history going all the way back. I'm talking about during their glory days of the 1980s when that network was best known for Chris Berman, a much younger Dick Vitale, Tom Mees, Dan Patrick, Keith Olbermann, that very few guys, because I don't want to make this a blanket statement, but generally when you left that four-letter network, it was actually hard to elevate your brand. I mean, certain people did it like Robin Roberts, right? But a lot of other people found out like, man, this network's kind of important. It's an iconic brand. And with Skip Bayless, I'll be honest with you, all I do is once in a while on my YouTube feed, the Michael Irvin segments will come up. They're generally about 12 to 25 minutes, and I'll watch that. And outside of that, maybe one or two of those a show. Jason, I certainly am not a regular viewer of that program.
Yeah, you're not alone. Help us grow the Fearless Army. Pound that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with all of your fearless friends.